as this station has a short platform. Please ensure you are traveling in the correct part of the train. Please note that you can only alight from the front 4 coaches as this station has a short platform. Please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train. This is the London Overground service to Crystal Palace. The next station is Canada Water.
Head into the studio. Studio, bye. Never stop moving. It's much brighter now.
The next station is Surrey Quay. Change here for London Overground services to New Cross and Clapham Junction. Please keep your luggage with you at all times and report anything suspicious to a member of staff.
Ogun tí a ní kí Nàìjíríà ṣe fún 60 years tó rí ṣe. Ọ̀dẹ̀ lè rí ṣe láíláí. Torí pé àwọn gàmbàrí là ń bá gbé. Gàmbàrí ò dẹ̀ ní intention láti make life comfortable fún àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù. Àwa la máa sá fún gàmbàrí. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ṣì ń fẹ́ pé assume pé wọ́n ṣì ń fẹ́ pé bí gàmbàrí máa jẹ́ kára yé lọ. Òpè méjì confam.
Ìyàwó mi ó wo ṣó ìdárúkú.
Mo júbà yín ìyá mi, mo ṣí fìlà fẹ́yìn ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin ìyá tẹ́ wà lẹ́yìn wa. Wọ́n náà àwọn olówà lẹ́yìn mi, mo ní àwọn ìyá tó wà lẹ́yìn Koiki pọ̀. Ṣàlàáfíà lẹwà àwọn ọmọ ń kọ́. Àwọn náà tún lọ studio báyìí. Ṣé gan ni ìyá mi? Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Ẹ kú tọ́jú dádì. Okay. Adákẹ́ lọ́lọ́. Òpè méjì. A ṣe máa ń rìnrìn àjò wa lọ lójoojúmọ́ náà ni. Back to back. Back to back.
Ó máa wá sí ìkíni náà. Ó bá ní ṣe
program. Ó ga jù. Àwọn ìyá lálùbáríkà nìyẹn. Àwọn èèyàn tó ń wọjọ́ ọ̀la. A gbọ́dọ̀ máa wọjọ́ ọ̀la. Bàbá ní ká wo tèmi nìkan.
Oníṣègbè wọn darí lánàá.
Àlọ́dí ṣègbè. Nígbà tí wọ́n ní fábílì lọ́hùn. Láti wà finally láti lọ prepare ground.
Láti Èkó èmi máa bọ́ lọ sí Kogi. Ìgbà tí wọ́n á dé Kogi tí bá dé padà sí Èkó àwọn máa dìde. Àwọn àgbà mi àti wọn á lọ sí Ẹdó.
Okay, wow.
Ẹ wò ló yẹn.
Nítorí kó wà straight forward.
Kéèyàn máa bẹ̀rù àgbẹ̀ travel.
Ìyẹn máa lọ lórí ẹ̀dúrà gidi ni.
Ẹ wọ ọmọ kan tó fọ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ ní dábàá máa ń fọ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ ní ìjẹta náà.
Ojoojúmọ́ ni crisis ti pọ̀ jù Nàìjíríà náà. Every day you wake up na different thing. Ọlọ́run kó wà pẹ̀lú wa ni. We get there.
Àmọ́ ẹgbẹ́ Tinubu kan ṣeré.
Ẹ̀yẹ́ náà ní gbọ́dọ̀ wáyé.
Wọ́n máa tàn pa ni. Mo sọ fáwọn èèyàn ní option bíi ní.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Option kìíní wọ́n máa fi síbẹ̀. Mọ́lá tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ òun ló ń bọ̀ wájú. wọ́n máa yanjú
ọ̀dà ní fún láyè.
wọ́n máa yanjú òun ni secondly option kejì Àtíkù ní gbogbo mọ́lá máa ní gbogbo padà.
wọ́n ní fún láyè. àwọn ọba tí ń jáde máa ń rí oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn wa wà láìfù àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ mi so àwọn lára àwọn ọ̀nkú àwọn ọ̀rá dákẹ́ ọwá pé ìyàwó wọn pé àwọn ti rí Kóìkì o lórí train àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ capture ẹ̀ so you know all we wanted was just a normal basic life for everybody but nígbà tí Umaru tí kò tẹ̀ jí 1 billion ní 1980 nígbà tó owó ṣì níyì dáadáa and they now make everybody running helter and skelter all over the world. So all right, Bonnie, take care. Evan K, Auntie. Hello? Now. Okay, sir. Okay. 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 All right, no problem. All right, sir. All right, I should done. My checker. All right, my checker. All right, sir. All right, sir. Okay, you are asking what are we agitating for, Yoruba Nation or Oduduwa Republic? The most important thing is we are agitating to get the hell out of Nigeria. That should be your first priority. Ṣé gbogbo ṣé Oduduwa Republic ṣé ìtẹ̀ prefer no Nigeria? I understand. The most important thing is for us to get out of Nigeria. That's our first priority. Priority number one, get out. Passport yẹn ṣó máa lórí olókun ṣé kò lórí olókun ṣé passport in Nigeria tẹ gbé dání ṣó ní value? Passport in Nigeria tẹ gbé dání ṣó ní value kò ní value. So, you know, the most important thing is to first get our freedom. Freedom, they may need by, and you need freedom now. You know, you're bearing Nigerian name that doesn't have a freedom. And you're asking, say Yoruba Nation, say Yoruba Republic. Say into coin get out of Nigeria. So that Olopo ni man knowing, Egbon to learn this in Shokoto Amilo no war, you know. Interkoko need near. So, you know, gbogbo ṣe kìíní okay mo wà lórí train mo wà báyìí right kìíní yes what matter is for us, that's the first thing we got to be concerned about. Other things will fall in place, you know, as we continue. When we eventually have everything, then we can all decide, you know, what kind of life we want to live. She a life by lefe, she life by lefe. You know, we have people that have hold us to bondage for 60 years. That doesn't make our life better. You know, being about sick problem, being about face school problem. Mommy wa kan pè mí láàárọ̀ yìí, you know, wọ́n ṣe san 300,000 owó hostel ọmọ wọn before ASU went on strike. ASU has been on strike now almost how many months now? You are talking about ṣé Oduduwa Republic lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ṣé Yoruba Nation, you know. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ Tony Nnamdi ẹ lọ sọ fún ọmọ àlè yẹn pé kó get the fuck out of our own movement. Tó bá fi ṣe ní nas disturb ẹ̀. Ó dà ń pé orí ẹ̀ ti gbálẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn statement tó máa release. Ṣé òun ni bàbá wa ni òun ló máa decide tí Yorùbá máa ṣe. Ṣé Yorùbá ò lọ́gbọ́n lórí òun nìkan ló lọ́gbọ́n lórí. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ Tony Nnamdi àtàwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé kó má yẹ rán ogun lákàyè fún. Everything tá a bá ti ń ṣe ló máa dá sí. Ṣé olórí burúkú ni. No, we have to respond to question. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn béèrè question because a lot of people don't know so many things. Ìdí tí media ṣe wà nìyẹn. I'm not upset with the question. I want people to ask questions, you know, ask questions and I'll answer. And I'll answer you in a very nice way. You know, ẹ má rò pé bóyá gorilla ni mí tí ẹ bá béèrè nǹkan kan máa gé yín jẹ. No, èmi ò ṣe Buhari dead or èyí tó ń gbé káàkiri yẹn dead ni tó bá yé yín. So, you understand it? Let people ask questions. Ẹlòmíì wá concern nípa owó tó wà nínú bank. What is going to happen is The banks will still going to be operating, but they are not going to operate in the name of Nigeria. It's as simple as that. Any company that is going to operate would have to operate on our own new terms and conditions. Oshima dija náà ni interfai, because Intagbedani ewo lana nisin, right? A court case in Italy, $1.7 billion. The federal government lost the case because somebody that they know is involved, and they have to close the case one way or the other. Do you know what 1.7 billion would do in your life as a Nigerian? So I want people to ask questions. Bere. One ẹni tó bá béèrè kò ń ṣìnà, gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lè mí mọ̀, ìtẹ́mi náà bá mọ̀ máa lọ bá yín find out. So that is what is called media. So, but the first thing we should be concerned is what we are fighting for is to get the hell out of Nigeria, because Nigeria is not a country that is working. Olórí burúkú mà ní Tony Nandi yẹn, gbogbo oríṣiríṣi statement tó ń kọ káàkiri ọmọ àlè. What are you doing to get Yoruba nation recognized in the United Nations? Ẹ ṣé gan ni. A lot has been done already. Kó tẹ̀ tó di pé ìyá onítìrì dá sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba nation, àwọn bàbá Akíntóyè ti kọ lẹ́tà sí United Nations against the federal government of Nigeria at the international cream, into United Nations. United Nations is a big organization. United Nations was not there when Yoruba Kingdom has been there. United Nations was only established in 1959, and as much we need to understand that we're only carrying them along because we're diplomatic people, and people need to understand that. So we are reaching out to United Nations, but the most important thing is we have the right, to defend ourselves. We have the right to declare the Yoruba nation. It doesn't have to be with United Nations, and United Nations do not give countries. United Nations do not provide countries. You have to tell them that you are a country, and they will do the necessary step to either accept us or they don't accept us. Whether they accept us or not is just a matter of time. Àwa la ní nǹkan mùdùmùdù lórí ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni tó bá accept wa kò ní bá wa ṣe. Tí UK bá náà accept wa, a máa ní kó gbá wọn kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ wa. Tó bá dẹ̀ ní káwa náà kúrò ní bíbá, tit for tat. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fà yìí ó máa dìjà gidi o, ẹ fọkàn ó máa dìjà gidi. Who is Tony Nandi? Tony Nandi is the one that is fighting under Ninas. Àwa dẹ̀ náà ṣe Ninas mọ̀. A náà ṣe Ninas, ní kò má ṣe Ninas. Anybody that àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re, they say they want restructuring, let them do restructuring. Good luck to you. Barawaja. But orílẹ̀ tiwa làwa ń jà fún. Mo kúkú lọ carve Nigeria in a way that it favors the North. The constitution that you are using at the moment is a fraudulent one. So there is no way it's going to help the Yoruba people. My question is without referendum, can UN still recognize Yoruba nation? Two options. They might not, and I'm going to be clear with that. They might not recognize us, but in the long run, they will have no other option. Let us always remember that United Nations is just an organization body where different countries sit down. Look, follow United Nations. Some countries are not abiding by the regulations of the United Nations, and that's a fact, and that's a record. So if you think that United Nations would accept us, they might not accept us. We got to be honest with ourselves. But in the long run, but ní àsìkò tó bá yá, United Nations náà máa accept wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram, Koikimedia, tẹ́ bá gbọ́ mi ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbọ́, because somebody have just called on that line. So what are we going to do to stop this Osun and Ekiti election? What we're going to do, which we are doing, but the court have struck that out. One I will believe we can bring down the 1999 constitution in terms of the Ekiti and Osun election, which I know is getting closer. Our advice, there is no point going to say you want to vote, because by voting is not going to solve the problem in Nigeria. By voting is not going to solve the problem in Yoruba land. By voting is not going to help you and your family. So as many people as we can tell, we tell them that. I know people want me to go into the other areas, but I'm not going to talk about that. But one thing is, there is no point, when we all know that an election is not the solution as we speak right now. So I'm still taking question, a step in conduit to appeal the case. Yeah, they would appeal the case, but even if the federal government still, Sherino Trent Muwayi, o tutu gan, o mo to se ko tutu, air condition, and I'm not joking, you know, mo ko mo be se le mo pe o tutu, you know. This train has got air condition. Excuse me? Does this train have air condition? It's a bit very cold. Yeah. Mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mú confirmation oyè yìí nísìn. Imagine inú train ó ní air condition tó ń fẹ́ lé mi lórí. Anybody that has question, mo ní láti gbé call yìí, ọmọ mi ló ń pè. Màá pè padà lórí bíbá. Family come first tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré pè padà because òun ló máa ń mú ọmọ Òdùwà ní school. So let me call him back on this because tí bá pè lórí ilé ó máa disconnect internship. Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré pọ̀ ọmọ Òdùwà àgbàlagbà. Yeah, no, they might release Kanu. Obviously, negotiate me. I might release Kanu and the Kanu. Obviously, negotiate me. I'm still taking your questions. Yeah, sorry, I was using the other phone to live broadcast. What happened? So my call Mama Bure. Okay. Which one? For what? For the Uber. I think 1 minute. I think it's the 797. Mumbo. Let me look at my kilo shetiko ni nile ni number. 1 minute. Ejo mo ba yen yan wa. The number I'm using is the one that ends number. Where am I even going to say it? Why do you need the number for? Kilo shele. The number we are using. Chauffeur, effect be Uber ni sin ni. The fake be Uber was 7979. I'll send it to you now. All right then. Emma binu yin yawa o. Emma pe family comforts there, you know so. Àwọn ọmọ Òdùwà de ló ń pè. 07590505079. So, when are you going to start the Zoom Constitutional Convention or Conference? The Constitution is very, very important, and the Constitution has to be prepared in advance before a declaration can come through as well. And I guess, they are preparing that. I don't have any information on that, but I believe that should be already ongoing. A constitution is very, very important before we can make any declaration. My brother, with all our efforts taking back to our land, yeah, we're going back to our land. Koiki, thank you so much. I need question you need 6916. Okay, what think me? So, aboro me yin nisin. Sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ ó yé wa àbí kò yé wa? Question I need question. Ask question. So that we can see or be part of it. Yeah, I'm sure they should, when the constitution is going to be prepared, just as we're doing right now on the passport. I possible. I think people are joking. You think all this is a joke in your mind, Abi? Can we take Lagos first, or what do you think? No, we're taking everything back. We're not just taking Lagos. We're taking everything. Guys, go and get your original PVC, AK-47 to defend yourself and your family. What is coming soon? Oh, hey, Biafra. Biafra people no go vote for election. Where they come? Does the court case in Ekiti not show in any way affecting our Yoruba nation actualization? Not at all. easily say that we've done everything possibly best. So the court case is not going to affect us. Koiki, we had 11 countries as recognized us. I want to know, 100 countries has been approached. I don't know how many of them have actually approved us, but I'm aware that 100 countries have been approached. At least if no country has approved us, Benin Republic is definitely on our side, and I'm sure you all know the reason for that. What is Tony Namde want from us? Orí ẹ̀ má ti ó máa ń ṣe èrè ni bí òun ni bàbá wa ni ó ń ṣe èrè mà ni Tony Namde. How are we going to do our money in the bank? Èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ nípa owó tó wà nínú bank. How are we going to do our money? Ẹ má bínú, merci. Crystal Palace. Okay. Ṣé eléyìí ò lọ bí tí mò ń lọ ni o? Alright, I'm gonna have to come down. I'm gonna get another one from here. Okay, bí èmi ni mo confirm ẹ̀ kí n tó bọ́ sórí ẹ̀. Alright, ẹ má bínú, máa kó gbogbo phones yẹn together so ẹ lè má reface me properly dáadáa. Ó dà pé mi ni mo calculate training kí n tó wọ̀. Àbó ṣe wá dé àfò ẹ̀ báyìí. But má worry, àárí group padà again. Okay. Ẹ má bínú èèyàn wa o. Ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń da kíyàn máa tètè fi ilé lẹ̀mí tíyàn bá ń lọ. Okay. Suspended. Okay. Between Vietnam. Problem wà ní. Nígbà tá a sí ní Nàìjíríà, ẹ má bínú mo tí lè ka question kankan nísìnyí o. Wọ́n ti suspend the train yẹn láti ibìkan síbì kan. So, màá ní láti lọ join lórí bus ni or something. Mo ṣáà ń wonder pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú, ṣé ẹ enjoy ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ máa enjoy ẹ̀ báyìí. Ẹ má bínú. I find out what's going on. Sometimes I might have a bill lọ́wọ́ àwọn staff wọn. Ṣé staff kankan tẹ̀ wá lórí platform? All right, I think I'm gonna go upstairs. A sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà ìlú ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn building tẹ̀ ń rí old building ní gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n kàn tún ṣe wọ́n amend old building òun ní gbogbo ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn old building tàwa náà tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó dáa ní Nàìjíríà ni a kò máa upgrade ẹ̀ ní a máa develop ẹ̀ sí tìgbàlódé ṣáwọn tó ìtẹ̀ tí ìrò ń jẹjẹ lọ máa tún building kan ṣe. Ó lágbára. All right, let's find out kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Hello, sir. Is the train not going to West Croydon?
Yeah, platform 2.
Platform 2.
With 5 minutes.
All right, thanks. Pé àbínú mo pa àwọn ẹ̀yin kan tẹ̀ rí nǹkan rárá. Just bear with me. Ká manage ẹ̀ báyìí. Ọwọ́ mẹ́rin ni mo fi kó fóònù dání kò easy. Gbogbo ọwọ́ ti full of ẹ̀rí. But everybody rí mi báyìí nísìn. Koiki get fans everywhere even for train. Kí la fi ṣe báyìí? Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan jókòó tì mí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bó ṣe pé ìyàwó wọn nìyẹn pé tó bá mọ ẹni tí mo rí nísìn Koikimedia ìyàwó wọn pariwo ni in 5 minutes ṣé train mi lè lè ṣá náà àpòjú mi popular so. Ilé ló ń lọ sí West Croydon láti lọ ṣe train wọn. Okay, 15:38. Àti wọ wrong train báyìí a máa rù ẹ́ lọ ni o ìlú òyìnbó leléyìí o tó bá ti lọ wọ train tó ń ṣe tọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ àdúgbò bòmí ló ti máa lọ bá rẹ̀ àdúgbò bòmí ló ti máa lọ bá rẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lè jẹun leléyìí o ẹ jẹ́ ń bèrè náà ni wọ́n ti kọ́ sí lára. Excuse me, this one is going to West Croydon, right? Yes. West Croydon. Thank you. Now, káwá jókòó àlàáfíà. Ìwọ náà wo bí train ṣe rí, ṣòro owó eré, ṣòro ayé. Yín tá à ń sọ leléyìí o. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè kan ẹni káwá lọ dìbò PDP àbí àbó Ògúnlákayé fi pa yín. Kí ló ń jẹ́ PDP? Ẹ jẹ́ ní sójà báàgì mi. Bí ṣe máa ń rún nǹkan mi káàkiri nìyẹn. So ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé gbogbo ẹrù mi báyìí. A ti wà níbi tí a lè sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa nísìn tí máa fi débi tí mò ń lọ. Ìlú tó gbádùn tí a ní ká kúrò náà. A ti wà ní ojú àgbà mi dáadáa báyìí. Ẹ má bínú, mo ń set up ẹ̀ dáadáa ni o. Tó bá di Saturday mo fẹ́ lọ wo bí àwọn chimpanzee yẹn wọ́n ti yọ orúkọ wa kúrò lára ẹ̀. A ka comment lọ́lẹ́ nǹkan question Odili, how you doing my brother man, long time. Àwọn Biafra ni wọ́n fà lọ́wọ́ ní Belgium by 1 million match. I was meant to go but kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn lè make up. Question what's the field code? When we decide we are not voting as we said, hope you know that those politicians will surely go out and vote and impose and clear call. No, that's not the message. Oh my God. Morimbe Yami Terminal Agnes. I saw a message now. I wanted to read the message I saw now. I understand someone already imposed himself without your vote. I love the message. I want to answer a question. When people say that if we don't vote, somebody else will be imposed on us, and somebody answered that we have always had somebody imposed on us before. At least I'll come back like on the right train. Yes, struggle continue. Please, how are we going to do our money in Nigerian bank? The money in Nigerian bank is still safe. Nothing is wrong with it. Should there be any problem, the money will be in kidnap me in the UK. How about to kidnap me, British government? If I get kidnapped in this country, the British government, you should have to protect me and give me security, just as any other citizen. I'm a citizen here. So, Koiki in every place in London. Now, wow, going to the studio now. If I get kidnapped at any time, you don't hear from me, that means the British government is involved. Your money in the bank is okay. There's nothing going wrong with our money in the bank. Muturi comment saying, please, how, no. Does United Nations recognition affect our declaration? Like I always say, there will be a transition period, which Amayo has explained there. Transition period means that àwọn kan ló máa manage their affairs, until we now get, and we got to prepare our mind for instability. I want us to put that at the back of our mind. So there will be instability at any point between now and 2023. Cherry, Nigeria as it is right now is unstable. Okay? And I want us to always remember that. Nigeria Bushi Wabai, very, very fragile. Fragile. Instability around the globe. And the world knows that. And when world power masoro, you might think they're stupid. They have a lot of resources. They know that Nigeria is fragile, and there's probability that the country would go into a stage where they have to prepare the worst case scenario. You know, yeah, somebody said no one is going to kidnap you. You're absolutely protected by God. Like Baralong, I shake on evangelist Toluwa Lashe. And I two people prayed for me this morning. I believe in all our prayers. What happened to Wole Soyinka? He's not dead though. He's the brother that died. Wole Soyinka is still alive. We're expecting Pastor Bankole action. I believe they don't silent. But I'm sure everybody has what they want to do. Sometimes we're not privy to everything, like I always say. Everything, you know. Sometimes people do what they want to do, and we're not privy to it. When are we decide what? Okay, I think I learn. I'm gonna do at the book Uber with the forming notification. That's technology. To pass on only become from government. Oh, yeah, keep government limit by some. But because of all the corruption, even the driver is saying, I am here. I can get the message, you know. Message the Uber driver sent. Oh no, today I'm gonna do out like Benin school. So when people say we here in Dubai, can we run out of Europe? Can we? Can you question Tani? We here in Dubai, can we run out for Yoruba nation? Can we run out as in more understand? You cannot be as in Eba Mishala Dada Yami Yetunde. I don't understand the question. When are we going to raise our flag? The flag will be raised, but we don't want to do any mistake. I don't know where Pastor Bankole is. I have no idea. Thank you so much, Prince Mohammed. Those of you in the north, we are not enemies. Let's just break and then we will have relationship together. But if we don't do that, if the country goes into one kind of fight, there'll be all kind of problems in the long run. You know, there will not be anyway. We never trusted each other. Let me say this: people think that even if you don't want Nigeria to break, do you trust yourself? Igbo people don't trust Yoruba people. Yoruba people.
This is your summer service to West Croydon. We are currently on time here at North Junction. Our scheduled departure time is 15:51
Sure.
from North Junction.
Driver alone, sorry. Igbo people no trust Muriembe Abiodun Abe. Thank you so much. Igbo people no trust. Okay, you don't give my pin and comment. Nation, I pray they should accept us because they will have a lot to gain from the Yoruba people. If they don't accept us, we will go ahead and do what we have to do. And in the long run, and I mean in the long run, they would have to accept us. Okay? They would have to accept us. So, and I think that answered the question. Again, I'll unpin that. A little bit of a question. Good evening, Mr. Koiki. We need to declaration before their stupid election. You don't worry about that. I'm sure there's a lot of work that needs to be done and it's been done. YouTube, okay, okay, comment YouTube now. Yoruba Constitution money will be gold, silver, copper, not just empty naira paper. Yoruba nation all the way. Michael Godwin, my brother, I cite you. You're covered with the precious blood of Jesus. In Jesus' name, Meshegoni. Thank you so much. Dubai guys asking you, can they mobilize themselves for agitation? Dubai is a country you got to be very careful. We don't want you to put yourself in danger. And what I mean by that is Kelomashe campaign and agitation, because the country does not want anything of such. That's their policy. You cannot sit down in a park, wear your outfit, but don't start doing like we do in UK. We can do that every day. There's nothing they can do. That's the reason why we're paying Olokpa now. We can go out every day as long as our people want. And I spoke to Heritage. We should be heading to Manchester, Birmingham very soon. So, United Nations, I pray that they should accept us. If they don't accept us, that's fine. There's no problem. We have submitted what we need to submit to them. We will go ahead when the right time comes, to declare. Thank you so much. Well done, sir. More knowledge. I've lived in the UK. Right? And I know how they operate. Not everything, but I can assure you that we are doing everything. Yes, like Amayo said, declaration. Let us be just a little bit more patient. Let's tidy up the bit and bit, and then we go ahead. Dubai government is not allowed that. Please do not go and start agitation in Dubai. And then you get deported back to Nigeria. You're absolutely right about that, Mr. Koiki. You can't do any rally in Dubai. I've warned you, if you go and do that, any other question there? Those of you that still want to send the choice of your Iwerino, I'm gonna put my Vaseline. Reason that man fi ni pé ìtorí ètè wa fẹ́ kó dry, and that's the reason why we do that. So my brother, let's be careful with those asking for declaration. Ìyẹn kọ́kàn tẹ̀lé push ìyẹn kọ́kàn fún declaration. It will come at the appropriate time. Please, we won't be using Bible and Quran to our all that. I understand when people say we're not going to use Bible and Quran. I guess all that will come through the Constitution, whether we will use the Sheshe, Bible or Quran, all that will be based on our Constitution. Mr. Koike, bless you. Please, when is our dual nation visa ready? Visa, what kind of visa are you talking about? I be passport, so I don't understand what you mean by visa. Cuba 80 and the North Korea. Okay. So who will pay Nigeria loan? Government. A very good question there. Who is going to pay the loan? Let me give you an example. When UK left European Union, they have a lot of debt. Big debt too. No be small debt. Oloye is fine. We spoke already as usual. That's all you need to know. Chief Sunday Igboho is fine. Yes. I picked up something there and I wanted to respond to that. I saw a question. Oh, yeah, who's going to pay our debt? As it is right now, Nigeria is owing huge amount of money. A lot of countries around the world will be worried. Should there be instability in Nigeria? I don't know where Pastor Bankole is. I have no idea. A lot of countries, should Nigeria become ungoverned, and you know what that means, the world will have no other reason after whatever must have happened to decide how we will pay all the debt. Mourinho, Yami, Temi. I know who that person is. A very beautiful auntie. She came next to me. She said, I'm Temi. So now when I see that name, I know who that person is. That's all I can say. But a lot of countries doesn't want Nigeria to break because of so many advantages that they are enjoying from Nigeria that you calling yourself in Nigeria, you are not enjoying it. Àwọn ìbò kan wà nílùú yìí, àwọn ọmọ kékèké tó jókòó sórí stock market, wọ́n decide ayé mi àti ẹ̀ báyìí tí orí ẹ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀. Àwọn òyìnbó, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ìbò kan wà, wọ́n máa ń di suit, wọ́n gun Lambo. Èmi gan tí mo wà ní UK, mo lè ra Ferrari, mo ṣeré. Wọ́n decide ayé mi àti ẹ̀, wọ́n make a decision fẹ́mi èmi àti wọ́, èmi 43 years old. Àwọn ọmọ 20, àwọn ọmọ 23, wọ́n wà ní city. Wọ́n jókòó sórí big stock market. Wọ́n mọ tó ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n dé Nàìjíríà rí o. Wọ́n dé idiot. Mazi Odumodu, the people that borrowed the money should pay it themselves because they looted it. Mr. Koiki, please answer my question on how many countries has registered Yoruba Nation so far. I already mentioned that Yami Kadeja. I don't have the answer to that, but I'm aware that 100 countries have been approached. Let's continue to pray and hope that they would at least accept us fully. We only need 5 countries, according to United Nations, but the more we get, the better for us. Question. I want the question to keep coming. I have all the time. I still have 2 hours before I get to the studio. So, before the program at 6 o'clock. Data sharing formula is going to be by dialogue. Yeah. Koiki, is it going to happen? Koiki, is it going to happen before election? Nigeria will be gone before election. I know some of you are very doubtful, but there will be election. Some of you still believe, watching me right now, you believe that there will be election. Anyway, let me not push too much, But when I say there's not going to be election, there's not going to be election. Put it at the back of your mind, whatever can happen. Please answer my question. What is your question? Baba Mikoike, in the question as member of the UNPO, I thought Yoruba Nation is UN negotiable. No, okay, I'm going to explain this. UNPO is different from United Nations. How many people know that? How many people know that? But UNPO is different from United Nations. If you don't know, just say, I don't know. How many people know that? Just say, no, I don't know. Yes, I know. Is an answer yes or no. We need to learn and get messages clear. Do you know that United Nations, that means àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ kúrò nínú ìlú kan because of oríṣiríṣi nǹkan táwa náà tá experience, because of everything that we're experiencing in our country, the marginalization, everything you can think of, the reason why we want to go out of Nigeria. And we are not the only person under UNPO, right? We are not the only person. There is 44 members. That means 44 different ethnic or indigenous people, because we are known as the indigenous people. Our nomonile, they want to leave. So the UNPO. You cannot say because you are hearing UNPO, you will let on jade lori me. Sometimes you're looking at the camera, you're thinking, what's going on? I can see something there. It's just the So United Nations is different from UNPO. Let me quickly see if I can go on Google just to bring that information out. Like I always say, I can only be grateful for what you did on Sunday. Don't ask me what, but they know themselves, and I can always be grateful. Let's type in United Nations quickly. Let's learn something here, because this is meant to be the body that everybody. It's meant to connect now. I thought I did. All right, let's quickly come out of this. So United Nations that was established in 1959. The purpose of United Nations, right, is just to bring countries together and make peace. But there's never been peace in the world. Everybody knows that. There's never been peace. Because there are some countries that do not want to agree with each other. Explain to people when we are going out of Nigeria, as we are going to explain to people when we say we are going out of Nigeria, they always ask, where are we going? We are not going anywhere. When we say we are going out of Nigeria, it's only the name that will change. Or your state will be or your state. But anything to operate as Nigeria, Ni Oyo, Onishele Mokwe, Uruko Nigeria, Lomamaje, Ni Ogun State, Konije Nigeria Mo. Everything will now be known as Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa Nation, as Yoruba Kingdom, whatever we want to decide on, But the most important thing is to first get out of the mess. So when we say we are going out, I want you to understand, okay? Mufisari Lamu agreed. Okay, now this is United Nations. So United Nations, let's go back to that UNPO and United Nations, because I didn't complete that. Is a complete two different organ. Organ to bring all these indigenous people, don't say marginalized and all that. That is the job of the UNPO. But the United Nations, as we know, United Nations as the world's only àwọn engineer ní bíbá yìí nísìnyí sáré wò obìnrin wà láàrin wọn ìwọ wò nísìnyí obìnrin jẹ́ sáré tán wọ kámẹ́rà yẹn sórí obìnrin right engineer ṣe ti rí wọn ẹ̀yin ti rí wọn ní bíbá yìí ṣe ti rí wọn àwọn engineer wà nìyẹn so jẹ́ sáré fáwọn tó kù náà jẹ tá a bá ń sọ fún yín pé iṣẹ́ pọ̀ ta lè ṣe nǹkan fi sáré fáwọn eléyìí náà kẹ́yìn náà sáré wò ṣe ti rí àwọn engineer ṣé gbogbo yín ti rí ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ti rí ṣòro àwọn engineer network rail. They are young, àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tán ní university. Some of them, their project ẹ̀yin ò tí ì rí tó ṣèṣe tán ní university some of them their project ẹ̀yin ò tí ì rí so ẹ jẹ́ n sáré tán kámẹ́rà ṣe ti rí wọn ṣorí pọ́ dé àpótò sórí wọ́n ó lè ní kankan tó wá ṣe ní bíbá ṣorí wọ́n ti wọ visibility vest. This is what we say. Tí bá béèrè age wọn nísìn wọ́n lè má ju ọmọ 30 kẹ̀ yá 20 something right wọ́n need politician kankan. All they have to do is train for the job, get the job gone, and sometimes àwọn iṣẹ́ yìí they are just about. Morimbe Yamilis Dada, thank you so much. You know I love you so much, my beautiful auntie. Sometimes all these àwọn mọ̀tẹ́rì yẹn ṣé gbogbo ilẹ̀ rí wọn ta ló rí àwọn tí mo fi wọn tẹ́ bá rí wọn sọ pé yes did you see them ṣé gbogbo ilẹ̀ rí wọn train yẹn ti move ṣé everybody lórí àwọn tí mo fi wọ̀nyí yẹn ẹ kàn sọ pé yes mo kàn fi kà ẹ sọ pé yes sọ fún yín pé you know sometimes they are making hell of a money imagine tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lé train gbàgbọ́ ìwọ náà rí wọn náà ẹbí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọlé nìyẹn o àwọn tó rí wọn ti rí wọn. Now let's go back to United Nations. The United Nations is an I'm a close broadcast in this. The United Nations is an intergovernmental organization whose purpose is to maintain international peace. United Nations do not give countries. United Nations kọ́ ló máa sọ fún wa pé ká lọ declare Yorùbá nation. United Nations wọ́n kọ́ lè sọ pé àwọn they accept wa fún díkan àbí díkejì. But àwọn kọ́ ló máa sọ fún wa pé ká lọ make a declaration. Koiki, I sent you a message on WhatsApp. I need a nation whose purpose is to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly pé ẹjọ́ máa bára yín ṣe bí ọ̀rẹ́ relationships among nations, achieving international cooperation at the center of harmonizing and actions of nations. And that's how I can explain it to you. So United Nations do not give countries, okay? And on that note, I gotta go now. Have a very good afternoon. Bye for now. I gotta come down now.